After a week of Karpal's passing, Malaysians are still grieving. Correct? After the phenomenal funeral and the 3-day wake, where tens of thousands came to Penang to show their love, their respect for Karpal. And I think never in the history of Malaysia has there been such a case of a Malaysian, an ordinary Malaysian, although a member of parliament, who passed away, but millions of Malaysians cutting across race, religion, region, feel a sense of personal loss. And I think that is the measure of the greatness of Karpal Singh. I feel a great sense of personal loss because for 44 years we have walked together the path for justice, for freedom, for democracy, for good governance in Malaysia. I first met Karpal Singh after I came out from my first Internal Security Act detention. After the May 13 riots, those days we had a lot of support from the people of Malaysia, but very few will be prepared to come forward to stick their necks out, so to say, in order to face the powers that be, to be browbeaten, to be bullied, to be intimidated. But Karpal Singh was different. He came forward and joined the DAP in 1970 in order to be in the forefront for the battle for a Malaysian Malaysia. For justice, for freedom, for equality, for democracy in Malaysia. And since then, we have fought together. I remember one of his first cases involved Pan Yu Ting, where we heard from Nolin, where Pan Yu Ting was charged for sedition, and although we have a Queen's Council, Karpal Singh was in the forefront in handling the case. Then there was the case of the 40-year-old boy who was sentenced to death, and together we campaigned for his clemency, and we succeeded. And then I was charged under the Official Secrets Act. 5 charges which would have rendered me completely inoperative if I've been given the fullest conviction and sentence. We engaged a Queen's Counsel, Louis Blum Cooper. The government objected, the Attorney General objected to his admission. We appealed, we succeeded, but the hearing was fixed so early that the Queen's Counsel couldn't come. As usual, the tricks at the AG's chambers were played. So Karpal Singh was in the forefront and he handled the case capably, brilliantly. And although in the High Court I was convicted and sentenced to fines which would have disqualified me as a member of parliament, when we appealed, we succeeded not in getting an acquittal, but in reducing the sentences to below 2,000 so that I can continue as a member of parliament to continue in our struggle for a new Malaysia, and that is Karpal Singh. I think the greatest tribute we can pay to Karpal is to continue his fight and his dedication. Karpal has said, you can knock out one Karpal Singh, but there will be 100 Karpal Singhs will rise up. Correct? 你可以打倒一个Karpal Singh，但是100个Karpal Singh会出现，对不对？ We want not 100 Karpal Singhs, we want 1,000 Karpal Singhs. And I think that will be our greatest tribute to the memory of Karpal Singh. His contribution into the battle for justice, for freedom, for democracy, and there is no doubt that Malaysia will be very much poorer if not for Karpal Singh's great contribution in public life, in politics and the law in the last 4 decades. And I think this is a tribute. We must remember him, and the best way is to continue his battle, that in the next general elections, what Karpal dreamed throughout his life, the Malaysian dream, the Karpal Singh dream, the Malaysian dream, be our dream. Can we agree with that? That in the next general elections, that we make the Karpal Singh dream, the Malaysian dream come true, where there is a restoration of the rule of law, there is a fulfillment of justice, of good governance, and a new Malaysia, a united, harmonious, prosperous Malaysia for all Malaysians, regardless of race, religion, and region. Thank you very much.